Hello everyone, welcome back to Alissa's lifestyle vlog. Thank you so much guys for all your support to my channel. I love reading all your comments, and if you have some questions, please don't hesitate to email me or to comment down below. In today's video, I will be sharing to you the complete application process and requirements in applying for a J1 waiver. A J1 waiver is needed if you want to change your J1 visa to green card or H1B. So before we proceed, please watch this. So without further delay, please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So what is a J1 waiver? A J1 waiver waives the 2 years home residency requirement and allows a J1 visa holder to do an adjustment of status to H1B or green card. Remember, not all J1 visa holders have 2 years home residency requirement. That means that not all of you requires a J1 waiver before you apply for an H1B or green card. You can check your visa stamp in your passport or your DS 2019 if you are subject to 212E or the 2 years home residency requirement. If not, well, congratulations, you don't need a J1 waiver. You can definitely apply for an H1B or green card if you already have a petition. But if you have the 212E or the 2 years home residency requirement in your visa, well, keep on watching and I will help you process your J1 waiver. Now, you might be curious, who is subject to 212E or the 2 years home residency requirement? Why did I say not all J1 visa holder? So I will discuss first to you who are subject to 2 years home residency requirement. First, the exchange visitors program was funded in whole or in part by the US government or the government of one's nationality or home country. Second, the exchange visitor possesses skills that is required by your home country. Third, the exchange visitor who came to the USA to receive graduate medical education or training. By the way, the spouse and the children who are your dependents are also subject to 2 years home residency if you are subject to it. Who are eligible to get a J1 waiver? Unfortunately, not all J1 visa holder can get a J1 waiver. Many attempted and pay lots of dollars in order for them to get a J1 waiver, but the J1 waiver can only be given to those who are eligible. And today I'm going to tell you who are eligible to get a J1 waiver. So there are 4 bases to get a J1 waiver. In my own opinion, among the 4 bases to get a J1 waiver, the 4th one, which is the no objection statement that will be given by your home country, is by far the easiest and the cheapest one to get a J1 waiver. You can try to do the 3 other bases, but you are required to get an immigration attorney to do that and spend lots of dollars. Those bases are challenging to do, so that's why many are doing the 4th one, which is a no objection statement. Since I am a Filipino teacher, I will discuss on how to get the no objection statement from the Philippines. If you are not a Filipino citizen, you can check your own country's rules and regulation in getting the no objection statement. I'm sure that you can also get it. Again, the no objection statement is one of the bases for getting a J1 waiver. Once your home country will release the no objection statement, your J1 waiver will be processed here in the United States. The J1 waiver will come from the USCIS, not from the Philippines, but the no objection statement will come from the Philippines. This statement is the basis for your waiver. So the next question is, who are eligible to get the no objection statement from CFO or the Commission on Filipino Overseas? Are all Filipino teachers can get a no objection statement? The answer is no. The CFO has a list of those eligible candidates to get the no objection statement. This list was taken from the Exchange Visitor Program of the Philippines. So who are eligible for no objection statement 2020? So if you are one of those eligible applicants, you have a big chance to have an approved J1 waiver. So now let us discuss the requirements that you need to prepare and send to CFO in Manila. By the way, aside from sending these documents for the no objection statement, remember the J1 waiver application starts here in the USA. So you need to file your J1 waiver first and then send these documents separately for your no objection statements. I know this is complicated, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. First is to go to www.j1visawaiverrecommendation.state.gov. You need to start to apply online by going to the website, and after that, you need to download and print the waiver review file number.
Make sure you have all these documents before you start your application. You will have 90 minutes to complete the entire application. Once you're done with this, you will have to generate the waiver file number barcode.
This waiver review file number is a very important document that you need to include when you're going to send your requirements for the no objection statement to CFO in Manila. You need to send two groups of documents, one for the USCIS and one for CFO, because you're doing the no objection statement. Now, I'm gonna show you what are the requirements that you need to send to the USCIS. Now, let's continue with our requirements for the no objection statement. Again, I will repeat, these are the requirements for the no objection statement that you need to send to CFO Manila. First is the waiver review file number that you can get after you apply online in the website for the J1 visa waiver recommendation.state.gov. Second is the no objection statement application form. I am going to put the link in the description box so you can download and print it. So you need to fill in important information legibly in that form. Third is the original copy of certificate of participation. I am also going to put the link in the description box so you can just download and print it. Now, this certificate of participation is very important. This is to certify that you are a J1 teacher and that you have accomplished 2/3 of your program. So it will list there the beginning date of your J1 and the end date of your J1 and your responsibilities. Now, where can you get this certificate of participation? So you will be the one to download the form. Now, once you have the form, you are going to submit that to your employer and ask them if you can let them sign it and fill it in with the relevant information about your program, about your responsibilities, because this is an important requirement. Without this certificate of participation, the CFO Manila will not approve your no objection statement. So this is very important. You can ask your employer, your school principal, your HR, your superintendent to do this for you. So just tell them your reason why you're doing this. Tell them that you are going to file a waiver and you need this document just to certify that you are indeed a J1 teacher in that school. Fourth requirement is a copy of your DS 2019. Do not send the original one, please. Only a copy, because you need to have your DS 2019 all the time. You need to have it all the time because that is part of your J1 visa. So do not submit the original, only a photocopy of your DS 2019. The fifth one is you need to submit the original copy of your clearance. So when you resign from your school in the Philippines, private or public, you have a clearance, right? That you are clear from any obligation, financial obligation. So you need to include that. So that's why it is really important to resign properly. So you have a good clearance, a good standing when you resign, because that is part of the requirement. Without a school clearance, without a completed clearance, you cannot complete your requirements for the no objection statement. The clearance will certify that you don't have any financial obligation and accountability in your former school in the Philippines. Next is a comprehensive resume. So you need to include a comprehensive resume as well. Now, if you're applying for a J1 waiver based on your U.S. citizen child, you need to include the birth certificate of your U.S. citizen child. Now, if you are requesting based on your marriage to a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, you need to include the following. First is the marriage certificate. Second, SINUMAR, a certificate of citizenship for your spouse, or a green card for the permanent resident spouse, or annulment of marriage if the applicant was previously married to a Filipino citizen. Lastly, if you are requesting based on an ailing member of your family, you need to include a medical certificate that will certify that indeed one or two of your family member needs your assistance, so you cannot go home for 2 years in the Philippines. There are documents that you need to bring to the nearest Philippine embassy. If you are from Arizona and California, the nearest one is in Los Angeles, California. So you can go there and bring these documents for red ribbon. This is very important because your documents will be returned if you will not do this. So you can send it, but the easiest and the safest way is to bring it there in the nearest Philippine embassy and have it red ribbon. Once you are ready with your documents, you can put them in one big envelope, but before sending it, you need to pay the amount of $125 that should be deposited in the bank account of the CFO. So I will be showing to you the bank details on where to send the amount, which is worth $125. You can print the receipt or you can screenshot, as long as you have a proof that you did deposit the amount in their bank account. So anyway, they will see that one as long as you use your name upon payment. So you put that proof inside and now you are ready to send it. So I'm gonna show to you the complete address of the CFO Manila where you will send your documents. Important tip: you may follow my advice or you may not. It's up to you. The best time to get the J1 waiver is after your J1 extension. So J1 extension happens around the end of your third year. So if your third year ends on June, So the extension will start around February or March. So once you have your J1 visa extended for 2 years, that's the time that you can start your J1 waiver application. Why? What is the reason? You need ample time for your J1 waiver application. So it's not that fast. Sometimes it will take longer than 6 months. So you need enough time. That's why many are doing it after the extension. So after the extension will get approved, so they will start their J1 waiver application. So if you will follow that advice, you will not regret, because you will have ample time to process your J1 waiver and find an H1B sponsor. Because remember, even if you will have an approved J1 waiver, that is not a visa. Okay? You cannot stay in the USA with that. Alright? So once you have a J1 waiver, that's the time that you can find an employer that will petition you for a change of visa. So without a petition for an H1B or green card, you will still go home after your program, even if you have a J1 waiver. So make sure that you do your J1 waiver after extension, so you have enough time to process your J1 waiver and to find an employer that is willing to petition you to a H1B visa or to process your green card if you have a US citizen spouse. So that is an important tip. It's up to you if you follow it. There are also some who are doing it before their extension, which is okay. But remember, once you do your J1 waiver, you cannot file any extension anymore. So that's one thing. So you can do the extension first, then do the waiver. Because if you do waiver, you cannot do extension. And if you don't have enough time, you really need to go home. So that's it. So guys, I hope that I was able to help you out. I hope that you will be successful in your journey here in the USA. Let us all pray together, because we want the best for ourselves and for our family. And living in the USA has a lot of benefits, and I am sure that we are also needed here. The Filipino teacher community is really strong here, and lots of US employers love to hire Filipino teachers because of our hard work, our dedication, our passion in teaching. So guys, I wish you all the best. If you have specific questions about how to get a J1 waiver, don't hesitate to email me at alissalifestylevlog@yahoo.com or comment down below. I will surely answer your questions. Thank you, everyone. Up next, I will be discussing how to apply for the H1B. So how to change your J1 visa to H1B. So please check it out. Please keep on watching and keep on supporting my channel. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Keep safe always. Bye, guys.